I'm Stephen Rosales. I'm the leader of the 4-H bee group, and we're just going to do some bee inspection. So this is the smoker we're using. We're going to smoke the bees first.
So why are you smoking the bees?
Well, it's to calm the bees down.
How long have you been beekeeping?
It's about only about 3 or 4 years.
How old are these hives?
Okay, this one was captured from a swarm last year, and so it's almost a year old. And this one's probably about 2 years. And this one looks like it's empty.
Yeah, it is. They died off.
What do you expect to see in the beehive?
Well, we're gonna pull out some frames and look at the bees with their comb.
And if you can see all the bees that are calling all in us, some of them have pollen on their legs that they've collected from flowers.
Does the hive you're in right now, does it look good or bad or anything?
Well, it looks good. We want to make sure there's honey stored up. Good.
It's all filled up honey.
Yeah, it's nice and heavy. It's got some weight to it. And
When will you harvest
beetles.
the honey?
Probably in springtime usually. That's when I like to do it.
Oh, I'd say it's about like 5 pounds or so. And this is all filled with honey that they've kept. If you can see that, they've put wax over it that they have made. And if you can see over here that there's empty,
Right there, there's some empty cells.
The honey can change colors depending on what the bees, the flowers that the bees get the nectar from. So,
Oh wow, it's really heavy.
and it's all filled with honey. It was
They're
really
doing a great
heavy.
job.
You can see if it's a healthy hive by how much honey it has. So like if
So this looks like a healthier hive.
yeah, since it's got mostly all of it covered.
Some
Although
people
you
eat
can.
the honeycomb. Like I've had it before. It's kind of chewy. It's like almost like honey gum, and as natural as you can get.
Yeah, we actually made some lip balm out of it, and it's
It's
make
really
candles
good.
out
We
of that
made
too, right?
beeswax lip balm the last 4-H bee meeting, and we got the beeswax and melted it and put some honey in there and poured it into containers, and now we have beeswax lip balm.
the only ones that can fly and protect the hive are actually girls.
Yeah,
So-
there's 3 different types of bees. The worker bee, which is the girls, and they live 3 to 5 weeks, and they work night and day, and then they die from working hard. And then the drones are the males, and they mate with the queen once, and then they are fed by the worker bees. Then when they're fed by the worker bees, after that, the worker bees get tired of that, and then they kick the drones out, and then the drones eventually die because they don't know how to live on their own. And then, of course, the queen bee that has all the babies in the hive. So those are the 3 types of bees. Queen bee wars.
She also has a royal, is it called a queen cell? She has her own it's kind of like a bee room, and it's kind of this little long thing. It's short, but longer than any cell, and it's kind of like a little house, kind of a cave-like thing. When they sting, they die because their stinger
Pulls
up their butt. Attached to like their insides.
Alone.
Sorry, little guy.
Want to
Die
make sure
in
they have
peace.
enough honey stores.
How do you get rid of the beetles and the moths?
Well, I mean, I don't really use any chemicals, so I kind of let the bees take care of it on their own. If they're a healthy hive, they usually do.
But it is really interesting seeing like all these different colors and types of honey. It's just so cool that they brought all these different flowers together to make honey.
Pollinate, and that's what makes them so important. Like it sticks onto them, and then they go to a next flower, and that's how they pollinate, and that's why they're so important. And then if the queen dies, the bee workers select a new queen. Or maybe when the queen was dying, she laid a queen egg. And she usually lays like 5 queen eggs. So those so those will become queens, and the first one to hatch stings all the other ones and they die, and then that one becomes the queen, and she starts laying eggs immediately, I think, after she made it or something.
Every month a beekeeper goes through an inspection and sees how the bees are doing and the progress that the bees have made.
And you can put another box on so they can fill it with more honey, since this isn't a natural hive, they can't build their own. So when you see that it's a healthy hive, you want to put more on there so they have more space. But thank you.
Bye. That was a great inspection.